Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, I have shown you how to design for this one, that is group chat. When I click on this, a new activity will open. So I have shown you how to perform this operation and I have shown you how to design this activity. And I have shown you how to backend code for this, how we can send the message and how the different message is being shown over here. So if you haven't watched this video, then just go to description. There I put the link to my previous video, or you can simply do one thing. Just click on the suggestion on the right side of the screen. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set the last message first. After that, I'm going to show you how to code for and how to design for the settings. When I click on this, new activity will be opened and there I'm going to design the activity. So first we are going to start with this last message. Okay, so first we understand the logic, how we filter that which message is the last message. If I open this ABCDD, then here we can see this. We have total of 5 messages, 3 are sent and 2 are received. Okay, so which one is the last message? This hi is the last message. So how we will filter this message? So if I move back over here and here we move into the chats, if I open this, here you can see this total of 5 records is saved in the both as well as sender as well as receiver end. Here you can see this total of 5 over here and 5 over here. If I open both of these, the last message will be hi. Here we have the timestamp. We are going to reverse this with the help of this timestamp. Here you can see this, the first message at the first place, how are you? If I open this one, here you can see this, hey, how are you? At the top. After this, HU, by mistake it's written by me, so HU is here. After that we have hi again. After that we have yes, and last we have hi. If I open this, here you can see this, HU, hi, yes, hi. So we are going to order it by, with the help of order by query, we are going to reverse it in the order and we are going to filter only one record. If you are familiar with the order by, you can simply search like this, order by W3 school. If you open it, SQL, if I click on this one, and here you can see this, the order by keyword is used to sort the result set in ascending or descending order. So we are going to sort it in the descending order and we are going to set a limit that we only want one record. In that case, we will get only this record, the last one. If I order it by in the reverse format, that is the descending order, according to this timestamp in the descending order, then we are going to get only this record because I'm going to set the limit for 1. So let's move back to our app on which we are working and how to do that. First, I'm going to close all of these stuff. So right click on this, close all. It will close all of this stuff. We have to move inside this user adapter and in on by view holder, here we have to use this holder to set the text. Okay. So before we do anything on that holder, first thing what we have to do is we have to create a Firebase database dot get instance. We need to get the instance dot get reference dot child. What is the child? That name. This one. This is chats. C is small. So we're going to type C in small like this one. And here I'm going to type dot child Firebase authentication, that is auth dot get instance dot get UID plus users dot get user ID. After this we have to order it by child and we have to order it by timestamp. So make sure you type same stuff over here, whatever you have typed over here, this one, that is TIMESTAMP. So you have to type exactly same timestamp. Here you can see this. After this we have to simply set the limit. So limit to last will be 1. Okay, let me make some space over here so that you can see the code over here, this one. And if I put a comment over here, this code is to set last message, simple, so that you can uniquely identify that why I'm going to write this code, or later on you can identify this code is to set the last message. This is a good programming practice if you are learning on your own. Okay, so limit to last. It means that how many records we want. We want only one record. That is the last message which we are going to set. So now we got the last message. After this, I'm going to set add listener for the single value event. Just click on this and type new value event listener. When I click on this, it will override two methods for me. So I'm going to delete this much part because I don't need this. If you have this, then delete this. Otherwise, that's totally fine. Okay. After this, we need to go inside this on dataset changed, and here we have to simply write if condition if, and we are going to use this snapshot. Here we have this snapshot. We are going to extract the values from this one. So snapshot dot has children. If it has children, then what we have to do is we have to extract it and set into that message. So inside this one, I'm going to use a for loop, that is the advanced for loop. So data snapshot, and it will be snapshot 1 colon snapshot like this one dot get children, and inside this for loop I have to set holder dot last message. Last message is the name of that particular text view. If I move back, and here we can see this is the last message. If I move back to this one, if I click on this and move back, oh, not this one, in the design view where we have this sender, not this item something samples show user, and if I go inside this one, we can see this, the ID for this one is last message. Okay, so we're going to set the message and the text on this particular text view. So last message dot set text, and inside this one we are going to set this text. So snapshot 1 dot child, and I'm going to extract the child, that is message. Inside this snapshot, the values will be exactly same as this one, the key and the value, key and the value, key and the value. So I'm going to extract this message MESSAGE. That's why I have written MESSAGE in the double quotes. If you need the timestamp, or if you need the ID, or if you have another text fields or another fields over there, then if you want to set that message or that text over there, then you can type that name over inside this one. Okay, so message dot get value, and we have to convert finally this value to string. So now the task is done. If I restart the application, for now you can see this in our app we don't have anything. The last message label, that is default text, is visible over here. If I click on this, here we can see this. We already have the conversation, but still this one is showing last message. So I'm going to restart the application and move back this one. And let's check what will happen once this restart will finish. Okay, so installation is being done. So now installation is done. And here you can see this instantly the last message hi is loaded. If it's not visible, then I'm going to type something new. So I'm going to type this is btechdays and click on this one. This message will be sent, and I'm back over here, and okay, we need to just turn it off and just click on this one, that is BT chat. And here you can see this is btechdays. Okay, so this one is working fine. Now the last message task is done. Next thing what we have to do is we have to code for this one. That is, if I click on the setting, and it needs to open a new activity, and we have to design that activity, and after that we are going to backend code for this. So first thing what we have to do is we have to actually add a new activity into our project. So I'm going to just click on this, and our task for this one, that is user adapter, is done. So I'm going to close this, move back over here, and here first I'm going to add a new activity. Click on this, right click on this one, com.example dot whatever the name you have given to your project. Right click on this, click on new, select activity, and select empty activity. Here we have to select create a new activity. So my activity name will be settings activity, and click on finish. This will create a new activity. So it will take few seconds. Build is running. Once everything is done, there will be the result automatically. Okay, so first thing what we want is whenever we click on this setting, we want to open this settings activity. So here you can see this. For now, when I click on this, only a toast message is being shown, setting is clicked. For that, what we have to do is we have to go inside this main activity, and inside this one, here you can see this r.id.settings. Here we have set only toast. So I'm going to comment this because I don't want to show the toast for now. So make some space, and here what we have to do is we have to actually create an intent, and we have to move from the main activity to the setting activity. So intent, if I type intent, it will show an error because we already have intent, and with intent 1, so I'm going to type intent 2 is equal to new intent, and here I am going to type that main activity dot this. We are on the main activity and we have to move to settings activity, and this is a class, so setting activity dot class, and simply we have to start the activity and we have to pass intent to inside this one. If I restart the application and move back to our app, now the Gradle build is running. It will take few seconds. And here our app is open. If I click on this one and click on settings, now we are in the settings activity. So here we haven't designed anything. This is in the dark green, so that's totally fine. So I'm going to close this and open it once again. That's the empty activity, that's why. Okay, so here we have the toolbar. We are going to hide this toolbar and we're going to design the complete stuff. Okay, so I'm going to close this first and minimize this. So now we are actually moving from the main activity to the settings activity. The task with this main activity is done. So I'm going to close this and we are going to start designing with this one, that is activity underscore settings. So click on this, click on a split, and first thing what we have to do is we have to change this layout. This is a constraint layout, so I'm going to change this one to relative layout. Click on this one. After this, I'm going to set some background into this one. So background, and that will be, we have already added the drawable files. So if you haven't added, then just download it from the description of this video and just start coding with me. I'm going to use this W1, and here you can see this. Now this one is looking beautiful. If I restart the application, Gradle build is running, installation is done. It will open our application automatically. Click on this one, click on settings, and here you can see this. Now this one is looking nice. Okay, so now we have this toolbar. So we are going to remove this. Okay, so just move back over here, and here we have to type get support action bar dot hide. This much of code will remove the toolbar. So I've restarted the application. And I'm going to click on the settings, and here you can see this. Now the toolbar is set in. So this one is looking nice. After this, we are going to put one back button over here. We are going to add one circular image view over here and one plus sign. Whenever we click on that, we are going to upload the image. So what exactly we are going to design, let me just show you. So if I open this WhatsApp, if I click on this and click on settings, here you can see this. We are going to design exactly this one. Okay. This is the image view, plus sign, username, about, this button, and we are going to add these drawables and these text fields. So let me just close this and let's start with the designing. So just minimize it and close this because we don't need this for now. So move back over here. So now we have added the drawable files. After this, we need to add one image view. So I'm going to add an image view that will be for the back arrow. Image view, and height and width will be 30 dp. And height will be 30 dp. Width is 30 dp and height is also 30 dp. So I'm going to set some ID for now. So this will be back arrow, and after that I'm going to set the margin. So margin start, I'm going to set this one to 10 dp, and left margin left, and I'm going to set this one to 10 dp. After that, I'm going to set the margin to top, and this will be of 10 dp, and I'm going to set the file, that is the image. So app colon src compact is equal to, and inside this one we have to write drawable, and we have already added the all of the drawable files. So I'm going to use this left arrow white, click on this, and here you can see this. Now we have this drawable over here, this one. Now we have to simply put a slash over here to close this image view. Now the task for this one is done. We have already set the ID for this one. Okay, so whatever operation we want to perform on this one will be performed with the help of this ID, that is the back arrow. After this, I'm going to add a linear layout. Inside that, we are going to put the circular image view and one plus sign image inside that one. So I'm going to put a linear layout first, linear layout, and I'm going to set the height and width, that will be wrap content and wrap content. After that, I'm going to set the ID for this one, so ID will be linear. After that, I'm going to set this layout below this back arrow. So I'm going to set this arrow. This is a relative layout, so we can set it below or right off and left off, something like this we can set. So I'm going to set it below the back arrow. Okay. After this, I'm going to set some margin, and we are going to set the orientation for this layout, linear layout, to vertical. So I'm going to start with the margin, start, and I'm going to set this one to 20 dp. I'm going to set the margin to left to 20 dp. After that, I'm going to set the margin to right to 20 dp. After that, I'm going to set margin to end, that will be 20 dp, and I'm going to set the gravity to center and orientation to vertical. Just close, not close like this one, just close like this. And in between this one, in the linear layout, we have to put other stuff like the image view. So we are going to put an image view. So this will be not the plain image, this will be the circular image view. So I'm going to try this circular image view, and we have already added the dependency for this one in the previous video. So it's mandatory to watch all my previous videos in order to understand this one. Okay. So the height and width will be this one for the 120 dp. I'm going to set this one because I need this much large image, 120 dp. Here you can see this. Now the outlet of this one is ready. So I'm going to set it in the proper position. You must have observed that we have set the linear layout below this one. So now this image view is below this one. Okay, so this one is looking nice. After this, I'm going to set the ID for this one. This will be the profile image, like this one. After that, I'm going to set some margin from start. That will be 10 dp. After that, I'm going to set some margin from left, 10 dp. After that, I'm going to set some margin from top of 10 dp. After that, I'm going to set source, that will be the image. So Android, not Android, yeah, okay, Android source, and I'm going to set aviator, this one. If I click on this, and here you can see this, now the image is set. Okay, so you can see this outer box, this is for the linear layout, not for the circular image. If I click on this, here you can see this layout, the internal blue layout is for circular image, and this one is looking nice. Okay, so we have to set some more stuff inside this one. I'm going to set the circle, okay, so border color and other stuff into this one. So I'm going to set this civic border color, and that will be #FF 6 times zeros, like this one. This will be black color. After that, I'm going to set the border width to 1 or 2 dp for now. Okay, here you can see this. Now this one is looking nice. Okay, so we did a small mistake. For the linear layout, we have to set the width to match parent. Okay, so if I change this one, okay, now you can see this one is in the center. Okay, after this, we have to add one more image view, that will be the plus symbol over this image on over here. When every user click on that, it will give the user permission to actually select one image and upload that as a profile pic. Okay, so now I'm going to add one more image view, that will be the simple image view. So image view, not this one, image view, and this will be the height and width will be 30 dp and 30 dp, like this one. After this, I'm going to set the ID. The ID will be plus, simply. After this, I'm going to set the margin start. For this one, that will be of 30 dp, and margin left to 30 dp, and margin top to minus 25 dp. After that, I'm going to set the src, not like this one, app : src compat is equal to @drawable. If I simply type plus, it will select this drawable plus. And here you can see this. If I close this, why I have put margin top minus 25 to move this plus sign above this image view. If I delete this minus, then you can observe that it's quite out of the box. So I don't want that. So click on this and select this margin top to minus 25 to move actually upside. Okay. So now this image view is ready. After this, we need to put another layout inside that. This is a layout. Inside this layout, the orientation is vertical. So everything we put will be like this one, the row format. Okay. So now we need to put the stuff in the column format and in the row format, and inside that row, we need to put 2 columns. So if I open it, and let me just open the complete app, and let me just move back into the settings, and here you can see this. We have one linear layout and another linear layout over here, one text view. This is in the column format. The orientation is horizontal, not vertical. Okay, so we're going to put it that way. So minimize it and move back over here. I'm going to add one linear layout inside this one. So linear layout, and height and width will be match parent and match parent. After this, I'm going to set the margin from the top, that will be of 10 dp. Okay, let me just delete this extra space and make some space over here. And I'm going to set the orientation to horizontal. Just close this, and inside this one we need to put 2 text views, one text view and one edit text. So I'm going to put one text view inside this one, and width will be 100 dp and height will be match parent, like this one. After that, I'm going to width will be 100 dp and height will be wrap content, actually not match parent. We're going to put this wrap content like this one. After that, I'm going to put some ID for this one. Okay, this is a text view in which we are going to simply write username. So we don't need to put any IDs for this one. Okay, so we are not going to put any ID. So first I'm going to add some padding from the all side, that will be of 5 dp, and I'm going to set the text, that is user name. This is text size. Okay, so just delete this, like this one. Text is username. This one here, you can see this. This is in the black color. It's not visible very clearly. So what we are going to do is we are going to change the text color. Okay, so move back over here, and I'm going to change the text color to @color white, and after that I'm going to set the text size to 16 sp. And you can see this, now the text is visible. After that, I'm going to set the text style to bold. Now close this. Now the task for this one is done. After this, we need to add one more stuff, that is edit text. So the height and width will be match parent and height will be wrap content. After this, we need the ID for this one because we are going to set the username from here. So ID, and ID will be txt username. After that, we are going to put some hint for the user, that is enter your name, like this one. Input type will be text person name. After that, I'm going to set the text color for this one, that will be the color white. and we are going to set the text color hint. And you can also select this one a little bit off white, so I'm going to select this white, and after that I'm going to select this one, the color over here, custom, and we can select a little bit of grayish color like this, or you can select this color as per your choice. If I select a little bit on the red, so it will be a little bit on the red. Okay, this one is also looking nice. After this, we need the same stuff once again. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this much of stuff, this much, and we are going to paste it once again inside this one, and click on this one, and we are going to change this one to about. So change this one to about, and we are also going to change this one, that is not this one, this one, ID for this one, that is txt, not this txt, it's et status, like this one. This is match parent wrap content, and the color is also same, and we're going to change this one, that is the hint, and change this one to about, and the ID is also changed. Now we don't need to change anything. We have set this labels also, and here you can observe that this one is looking nice. You can change the color as per your choice. I have just changed this to a little bit of the red. Okay, so that's not an issue. Okay, after this we need one button over here. This is a linear layout. Inside this one I'm going to add one more button over here, that is the save button. So inside this, now the task for this linear layout, this box is done. We are going to code on this one, this linear layout. So out of this one, so here we have to design one button. So I'm going to use this app compact button, this one, and height and width will be wrap content and wrap content, and I'm going to put the gravity to right, because we are going to put this one on the right side. Okay, so this is not gravity, layout gravity actually, layout underscore gravity, change this one to right, and here you can observe this is on the right side of the layout. After this I'm going to set the margin from the top, that will be of 10 dp, and I'm going to set the margin from the bottom as well, so bottom that will be of 5 dp. After that we need to set some background, that will be the corner will be radius, and it will be of white color. So for that we have to create one drawable file. So just move back into this one, just right click on this, select new, and drawable resource file. Inside this one we have to create the button background. So this will be btn underscore bg, that is button background, and here we have to change the selector to shape, this one, and click on OK. This will generate a layout, sorry, the drawable file, that XML file. Inside this one we have to simply type solid, and the color will be at the rate color white. Just close this. After this we have to set the corner radius, so corners and radius, and you have to set this according to your needs. So I'm going to set this one to 11 dp. Just close this and just save it. Now just close this, move back over here, and here we have to set the background for this one. So background will be at the red drawable btn bg. Simply type this at the red drawable bg. Here you can see this, now the corner is curved. Here you can observe this small stuff. Okay, you can increase it as per your choice by simply going into this one, btn bg. You can increase this radius to make that more curved. Okay, if I move back inside this one, after this we have to put some padding from the all sides. So I'm going to put a padding of 5 dp, and I'm going to set the text, that is save. After that, here you can see this every stuff over here, that is SAVE, everything is in caps, but I have written in small, S is only in caps. So I'm going to change this one to text all caps to false, like this one. Now here you can see this, now S is only capital. After this I'm going to set the text color to at the rate color primary, this one, and it's in the green color, whatever color we have set as a primary in our previous videos. That's the same for over there. And this one is looking nice. After this, I'm going to set an ID for this one. So ID, it will be save button. Now just close this. After this, we have to move outside this linear layout, and we have to design the stuff that is on this side, that is a privacy for other stuffs. So for that, we have to create another linear layout. So I'm going to create one linear layout over here, and height and width will be match parent, and height will be wrap content, and I'm going to set the align to bottom, align parent bottom, and I'm going to set this one to true. Now our layout will be aligned to bottom, and after this we have to set a background into this one. If I open our complete app, I can show you that we have white background like this one. So I'm going to create this background BZ. So I'm going to just drawable inside this one, right click, drawable resource file, and here we have to create one drawable, and I'm going to name this one linear BG, that is linear layout, and BG means background. So you have to keep the name similar so that you can uniquely identify. So this is save. Click on OK. This will create an XML file like this one, and here we have to simply write solid, and we have to set the color, that will be Android color white, and we have to set the radius for the corners, so corners, and we have to set top left. We have to set the top left, that is 50 dp, and we have to set top right radius to 50 dp. Okay, if I set radius, then every corner will be curved, but in our case we can observe we have only two curves, that is top left radius, this is top left, this is top right, so we have to set like this one. So if now this task is done, just save it and move back into this one. So here we have to set that background to this linear layout, so I'm going to set that over here. Simply we have to type the background, and here we have to type linear BG. Okay, now inside this one I'm going to set the margin top to 10 dp. I'm going to put some margin, and orientation to vertical, because we are going to put everything in the vertical format. So I'm going to put some padding from the all side, that is a 40 dp. And here you can see this. Now this one is visible when we put the padding, and now when we start putting the stuffs inside this one, it will be start expanding till here. Okay, so inside this one we are going to put one text view, and this will be match parent, and height will be wrap content, and I'm going to set the ID for this one. Text view 2, and I'm going to set the margin start of 50 dp, margin left to 50 dp, drawable left to privacy. The first one is privacy. After that I'm going to set the drawable padding 21 dp. After that I'm going to set the padding from the all side, that is of 10 dp. Here you can see this, whenever I start adding the padding and other stuff, this one is being expanded. Here you can see this, when I hover over this one, the rectangle shape is visible because this is the size for this text view. After this padding, we have to set the text. So I'm going to set the text to privacy policy. After this, I'm going to set the text color to @color black. After that, I'm going to set the text size so that everything is visible. Text size, and I'm going to set this one to 18 sp, and text style to bold. Now close this, and here you can see this. Now this privacy policy is visible, and this one is looking nice. In the same way we have to do for the second one. So I'm going to copy this stuff and paste it once again, but it will show the error for the ID. So I'm going to change this one to 3. After this, we have to change the drawable file also. So I'm going to change this one to about. So we have added all of these images and the drawable file into this one. So you can uniquely change this. You can easily change this. Okay. So padding, you have to change this, you have to align this below this privacy icon. So for that you have to simply add more padding to this one from the left side. Okay, so drawable padding is change this one from 21 to 26.5, or you can adjust it more according to your satisfaction. Okay, so this one is done, and this is okay. So change this one to about us. This is color black, ESP bold. Okay, so my battery is out. Okay, here you can see this. This is in the black color. So what we have to do is just click on this and select this one, that is about. Just move back into this one, about.xml. Just double click on this one. It will open, and just change this one to, what is the color for that? That is the green, right? So we can set the color primary to this one. So just change this one and color primary like this one. Just save it and move back into this one, and the color is changed. Okay, so next thing what we are going to do is we are going to copy this once again and paste it over here, and here we are going to change the ID for this one, that's to 4. After this, we are going to make few more modifications into this one. This is not about, this is invite. So I'm going to put invite over here and change the padding to 25 dp. After this, we have to change the text to invite a friend. Invite a friend, like this one. After this, we need to paste it once again. So just make some space and paste it, and change this one to 5. After this, we have to change this padding from this to 20 dp, and just change this one, the image, that is for notification. Just change this one like this. This is a bell icon. Here you can see this. And after this, I'm going to change the text over here to notification. After this, we need one more, that is for help. So I'm going to put it over here, just place it and change this about us to help. And finally this text one to 6, the ID for this one, and change the drawable for this one, that is help. And here you can see this, the image is visible over here. You can change the padding as per your choice, and I'm going to leave this because this one is on the right position. And you can see this, now our layout is ready. So if I restart the application and move back over here, this is our complete app. So I'm going to close this one, and it will automatically launch our activity of the BD chat. And here you can see this BD chat on which we are working. So if I click on this and click on the settings, and here you can see this, now our design is ready, help, notification, everything, about, we can type inside this one, and the save button is over here. So now our design is ready. So that's it for this video, guys. The next video I'm going to show you how to backend code for this, and with that our app development for this one, that is BD chat, is completed. Okay, so just wait for the next video. In the next video we will wind up this app. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share with your friends, and follow me on Instagram. Thanks for watching.